So I'm delighted to share with you my visit back to a favourite childhood haunt. My father used to bring my brother and I up here as children, just a mile or so from where we used to live. And this is Llangdyw Church, because, well, it goes back to the 5th century, I think, isn't it, Pam?
Well, I don't, not the building itself, but certainly Cúc himself, the saint, the Celtic saint, it's 5th or 6th century he'd have been here in this area.
And the church dates back from...
Oh, I'm not sure. It's very old.
I know it's 12th.
Very, very old.
The tower is 12th century.
Ah, there you go, there you go.
So look at this wonderful place, and there are 3 wonderful ladies, sisters, that have got a trust to keep it going, and it just feels wonderful to be here. And there's a healing well at the back, there's an ancient yew tree there, and behind again there's a stone which has been blessed, and it has, I think, really wonderful healing presence and properties. So hopefully I'll be doing a concert here with, as some of you are aware, I'm the ambassador for a wonderful charity called the Peace Mala, and I'm here with Pam Evans today, kindly holding the video. Pam Evans is the director and was the founder of Peace Mala, and there have been wonderful concerts put on with musicians and school children from the Peace Mala accredited schools, and we are hoping to arrange a concert here at this delightful, well, I think it's a sacred place. We're in the magical, sacred area of Llangdyw in the upper Pontardawe area, and I'm delighted to be here with my dear friend Pam Evans, founder of Peace Mala. How are you, Pam?
I'm all the better for seeing you, my friend.
Likewise.
And we are in this most sacred place where Saint Cúc had a cell. So he's a very mysterious character, I think, like a lot of the Celtic saints, probably 5th or 6th century, and he was based here. And we think there was a pilgrimage path, probably from Brycheiniog, and coming down this way and heading to Gower, or even maybe to the forgotten monastery of Dewi Sant himself in what the area we now call Llangyfelach. This here is a holy spring or well that is linked with Saint Cúc, and there's water here today. And I know the people who have rescued this deconsecrated church have wonderful plans for the future to make this a centre of culture, music, literature, Welsh Celtic heritage, things like that. Very exciting. So that's Llangdyw Trust, and I am a member. And the lady who rescued the church, Cynthia, has passed on now, but her 3 daughters are doing a marvellous job to revive everything here. So it is really a magical, magical place.
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Right? And I have some treasured memories of playing around here, and my father bringing me up here and taking me around the church and explaining to me some of the history as a child. So it's wonderful to be back here. And I think, you know, what the ladies are doing in preserving this area is a really wonderful thing.
They've got some wonderful plans, Lee, and God bless them. I wish them every strength. I do hope they get some funding and more support, that people will become interested in what's happening here.
Well, I'll post a link to their website beneath this video.
Yes, that would be good. So of course, Peace Mala, we are supportive as well.
Yeah.
And we're hoping magical things are going to happen in the future with some Welsh musicians, possibly you, my dear.
Well, that would be lovely.
And a few others we know, and of course what we've done recently for our fabulous album,
Yes.
Peace Mala, Music for a More Compassionate World.
Oh, yes.
So
That was
may
wonderful
it be
to
the
be
will of
involved.
the Holy Spirit that we can do something inside here in Llangwch.
That would be wonderful. So, you know, we'll be keeping you updated.
Yes.
Won't we, Pam? Keeping
Yes,
everyone updated.
yes.
Should anything happen,
Yeah,
hopefully in the
yeah.
future. And, yeah, exciting things ahead, possibly.
I hope so.
Yes.
And there was a great gathering here with Mary Hopkin, the Welsh
Yeah.
singer, and her sister Carol, who's a writer and actress, and a real amazing gathering of people where this great ceremony took place. And Lama Kimsa said that this here, we'll go up to the rock in a
Yeah.
minute, this was to be a place where people could come for blessing, for healing,
Yeah.
especially if they were suffering with depression or cancer. And you know, remarkably, I was here a couple of months ago talking about that very thing with a few people,
Yeah.
and a young man approached me. He overheard what I was saying, and he said, Pam, excuse me, he said, that's really interesting. Do you know, during COVID, when I was feeling so depressed and low, something drew me to this place.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
And he said I used to go up and sit on the rock and just, you know, try and calm down. Well, I said that is exactly what Lama Kimsa Rinpoche wanted people to do. So somehow, intuitively,
Yeah.
he'd picked up on something. And there are others who have shared stories with me of, I don't know, what should we call it, unusual things that have happened. One person that I know has sat on the rock in meditation, and she claimed that that Saint Cuke himself appeared.
Yeah.
And somebody else has said they've seen the shape, the outline of a man sitting there, and wondered, is it Cuke himself? Who knows?
Yeah.
But a magical place.
Yeah.
And we'll
Wonderful.
go later on over there to the area where they think he had his cell.
Right. Okay,
But
lovely.
of course people came to him,
Yeah.
didn't they, for healing. So it's a very special place. So if
Yeah.
we go up to the rock,
Yeah.
be careful though, because it's a bit overgrown. So this is the rock. Somebody
Wonderful.
has left a shell here, look.
Oh,
Pilgrimage.
yeah.
Yeah?
Lovely.
So, I wonder, is this the very spot where St. Cuke, I don't know,
Yeah.
spoke to the pilgrims?
That's right.
Did he give his teachings and blessings from this very rock?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's right.
Could be.
It's a wonderful place. This is a special tree, isn't it?
Here's the-
Because there were so many myths with this tree.
Oh, yeah, these,
This is an old tree, isn't
they
it?
are, they're centuries old.
Yeah.
And of course these trees are linked with the Druids
Yeah.
and pagan practices and Mother Earth.
No, this is the window they used to call the leper window, where they used to put their hands
Perhaps
through.
it was.
Apparently, it
To,
was.
to receive the host.
Yeah.
Right, that's interesting, Lee. Wow.
It makes sense that it would be, because it's been put
and
there.
it would be near the altar.
Yeah.
So the priest would hand that probably is. You're
Yeah.
right. Almost certainly.
But this tree is so mystical, isn't it? Oh my goodness.